Is this thing on? Alright. Let's start with Spider-Man. First of all, Spider-Man, phenomenal superhero. One of my favorites, hands down. I have somebody in my computer science department that looks 100% like Andrew Garfield. And if you don't know who Andrew Garfield is, he played Spider-Man in The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. If I didn't ask this guy for his ID, which, okay, I didn't. I never did it. But I want to ask this man for his ID because I'm so certain it's Andrew Garfield. But I don't want to approach him. I don't know how to approach a celebrity. I've never done it. It's tough. I don't know. That's just me. Let's move on. Spider-Man. If his powers, let's be realistic here. If his powers were similar to Aquaman's and he could just summon spiders on a whim, maybe shoot them out of his wrist instead of his web, or along with his web, he could choose either spiders or web. Think about how much more powerful of a superhero he would be. Maybe not against supervillains. I get it. Dr. Connors, the giant lizard, probably not really scared of a bunch of little spiders. But regular crime, which Spider-Man does have to fight regular crime too, he actually fights regular, normal crime way more often than a supervillain. That seems like a really good option to just shoot like 1,000 spiders at the guy. Who is going to continue robbing a bank or jacking a car or taking some old lady's purse if they now suddenly are being rained on with spiders? I don't want to do anything with one spider near me other than kill that spider. So if I had like 30 of them just pouring on me, maybe 30,000 of them, he's raining spiders left and right, I'd get the hell out of there. I would never steal again. My criminal days would be over right then and there. Honestly, my sanity would probably be over right then and there. So maybe it's a good thing we don't have Spider-Man walking our streets shooting spiders at everyone. And I brought up Aquaman because Aquaman, he has the power to like talk to fish, I guess. He can summon fish to help. So that's why I combined him with Spider-Man a little to try to help Spider-Man out. Aquaman, let's get off his back, everybody. Supposedly he's the most worthless superhero. Arguably, this is true. He is a pretty useless superhero in many cases. Anything that we have to deal with, any of our problems are on land, and Aquaman doesn't do anything on land. I get that. But why do we complain about that? That's not his job. His job is to protect the sea and all the citizens of Atlantis. Not us. He doesn't have to deal with regular human things. We're not Aquaman's problem. Why don't we get off his back, let him do his thing? He's a busy man. He's got a lot of shit to do in the ocean. You guys don't want to go in the ocean. It's a scary place. I don't want to go in the ocean. I'm extremely afraid of the ocean. If I have to go in the ocean anywhere past chest, maybe neck deep, that's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. It's too much. Salt water, water in general, can't breathe in it. You got whales and sharks and out there. That's insane. There's these giant squids. Have you ever seen a picture of like a really, really big giant squid? Creepy, dude. Let me get this out of the way. Creepy. You want that thing swimming up under you? It could eat you in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? It could end your heartbeat in a heartbeat. And what about Superman? Can Superman's heat vision destroy kryptonite? I'm not 100% sure about that. If not, that's a tweak I would make to him. Maybe the problem is he can't use his heat vision when he's exposed to kryptonite. And if that were the case, that would be my tweak that I would set to him. Because realistically, his heat vision, extremely underused. He does not utilize it nearly enough. It gives him a ranged attack. That's the big thing. He's really fast, so he doesn't need that much of a ranged attack. He could basically teleport up on your ass to punch you in the face. But it's basically teleport there. You can run real quick or you can fly there, but it's not a ranged attack still. It's just really quick melee. That heat vision, he uses it occasionally. Don't get me wrong. You definitely see it, but it's not very often. And if he could use it to destroy kryptonite, mind-blowing. He'd be invincible. Anytime Lex Luthor opened up his briefcase of kryptonite and Superman couldn't take it anymore, he could just quickly shoot a little bit of heat vision. Pew! Goodbye kryptonite. Kick Lex Luthor's ass. Move on with it. Really minor tweak that would turn him into the ultimate superhero. Not that Superman isn't amazing already. I love Superman. Love him to death. #1 superhero. Probably bigger than Spider-Man, who I said I love to death too. I have a Superman hoodie. I have a Superman keychain. I got some Superman like little buttons that I got in my birthday card last year that I haven't really done anything with, but I still have them because I'm not getting rid of them. Superman, I gotta give him a 9.9 out of 10, and it would be 10 out of 10 if he could destroy kryptonite with his heat vision. That's all he needs. Invincible at that point. Captain America, honestly, also one of my favorites. Now, I don't have very many superheroes that I don't like, so you're going to hear me say one of my favorites on just about any of them. But Captain America is a beast. Let's get this straight. Can't deny it. But think of the culture shock that man is going through. Mentally, I can't imagine that he is all there when he has to fight. Every time that he leaves, where does Captain America meet up with the rest of the superheroes? I know that in the DC comic world, it's like the Hall of Justice. But where do the Avengers meet up? I guess they have that giant flying ship. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, when he gets off work and he goes home, he's got to deal with things like color television. Television in general. TV wasn't invented until like 2 or 3 years after World War II, right? I don't know. I think so. But cell phones, the internet. Think about the internet for this guy. It's got to be magic. He has to think that we're all wizards. He probably thinks that he didn't actually get frozen in time. Or he wasn't frozen in time. He was just frozen in ice and then melted later. He probably thinks he went back into time. And now he's dealing with wizards because we are able to transfer information immediately over the internet. And that probably doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense to me. Think about the internet for a second. All right, I won't get into the internet too much because I could talk about that for an hour. But he has no time to get accustomed to these things. He has superhero duties. He's busy saving us. So when he does go home at night and he finally gets to sleep and he turns on his color television or he takes his cell phone out of his pocket, he's probably thoroughly confused the entire time. There's way more than just the technology that has changed from 1940 to 2016. But we won't get into that because that's another ridiculous conversation that'll take me too long to finish up. And the Hulk, man, poor Bruce Banner. If you could see me right now, I'm putting quotes around poor Bruce Banner with my fingers. I know that in most of the storylines, especially the latest, Bruce can control his anger real well, but that's ridiculous, dude. If every time I got angry, I turned into a giant green, unstoppable, destructive, overpowered monster, we'd all be in a really bad place. It's not like it's not like I get angry that often. I'm not a mad person. I'm generally pretty calm about things, except for superheroes, as you can tell. But if every time I accidentally hit my head on the table, the next thing you know, I'd be destroying town. I don't know. It just seems it's ridiculously unreasonable to me, just to me. Now, like I said, Bruce controls it pretty well, and they kind of fit that into the storyline. But I think there needs to be something there, and this is a tweak I haven't really figured out yet. I'll be honest. Superman's tweak, not easy. It was simple. This one, I don't know what I would change about the Hulk, but I know something needs to be changed if he wants to be the perfect superhero. Batman, almost perfect in any way. You got to get rid of Robin. All right, let's be honest. Robin's ridiculous. Actually, recently, let's think about this. Robin hasn't been around lately. Where is Robin? Probably got rid of him. He probably took my advice. He probably knew that I was going to give him this advice in the future, so he took it a few years ago, like right before The Dark Knight Rises or whenever the last movie with Robin was. And seriously, has anybody seen Robin in a while? Maybe it's good. Maybe he got a desk job and he just works the night shift now, and Robin gets things done on a daily basis, similar to Batman, but just not to the importance, to the extent of how Batman does it. Because Robin, he's almost a useless person. He's just pretty athletic and good-hearted. And excuse me with that voice crack, guys. For the last 6 videos, I have voice cracked so many times when I've tried to record it. It's horrible. But Robin, I have nothing against you as a person. I understand your kind-heartedness and your willingness to try to save the world from crime. It's a valor attempt. I can't argue with that, but you gotta stop. Just continue with your desk job. Alright, we can move on from that superhero rant that I had and quickly discuss what I did in today's episode. We started off with a lot of Water Fiend kills. We got a few of our items up to level 6. Unfortunately, the offhand pistol is really slow to train, so that one's only at level 3. But we got a few levels on those items, and next episode I'd like to get them nearing level 10. And then I moved on to this harmonic dust, which I am getting so I can make my dragon axe, or my dragon hatchet, excuse me, into a crystal hatchet, which is an upgraded version of the hatchet that's going to help us out with some wood cutting. But I am going to be ending the episode here. We just made some progress on these 2 things, and we're hoping to finish up one or both of them in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click on that like button and tell us what you enjoyed about it. If you're looking for some more RuneScape videos like this one, then be sure to join the cul-de-sac by subscribing for more. We will see you next time.